Colton Wong is one of the first American players to rep a pitcher's web at second base in the MLB. Now, this is totally normal in places like Japan and Korea, but here in the US, it's definitely new. We'll break down why he does this, and can his glove make it to the top 3 list for middle infielders.
Here in the US, we've decided that any closed web is automatically just a pitcher's web, which isn't really true. What I've been preaching is that the web doesn't really matter. It's more so the shape and pattern of the actual glove. That's why it's so cool to see Kolten Wong using a 2-piece web at second base in the MLB. This is a fantastic example. This you buy has just one slab of leather for the web, and it's an infield glove. So the web shouldn't change what position the glove is for, but it does change the way that the glove actually feels. So this, for example, it feels much stiffer and like heavy duty because there's just so much leather in our web. Enough about the Abai. Let's go grab the same pattern that Kolten Wong uses in game. Are you filming? Somebody on the roof, it just sounds so scary. They're right above us. Yesterday was package day. I already opened this glove, sorry. But we've got more. The guys at Just Gloves are just the most friendly people, and they send me free stuff, so, oh yeah. I'm usually not a fan of gold, because this kind of looks like the Rawlings R9. I'm excited about this. Catchers, we're looking out for you. Nakonas are, you know, really high quality, but they are expensive. A little bit of a goofy shape, not gonna lie. Anyway, these turned out really good. But the new Ghost Sports tees, they're stitched. Actually,
or just the nips. It's
so good. Oh, daddy. The BGK sunflower shorts, baby. Josh, you're actually wearing them right now. Ballpark Brew. These guys reached out to me on Instagram. AM baseball. Oh, actually, the colors on this are beautiful. This one I like a lot, actually. This is pretty sick. Pitcher's rake, it's kind of basic. We need to actually talk about the Pro31. Let's go. Today is a Pro31 versus the Pro200, aka Kolten Wong versus my top glove on the glove list. One thing that's kind of nice is the way Kolten Wong breaks his in is super similar to the way we break this in, so it's like the same glove, just different pattern. This is the heat test. We're basically just catching fastballs, super basic. This helps an incredible amount in telling the quality of the structure, the leather, just everything put together in one in a baseball glove. So I remember I broke this glove in traditional, then it got used a ton too in the pinky at one point just cuz, and now I'm back to traditional with it. I don't know, I don't really recommend doing that because it makes the pocket sometimes just a little bit goofy. Either way, it feels fantastic traditional. It also works too in the pinky though. That's kind of what the Pro200 is. You can wear it too in the pinky, you can wear it traditional. Extremely well-rounded glove. Just to be clear, the Rawlings Pro31 pattern we have looks phenomenal. Not sure what to expect here. Lot more web on this glove, a lot more web. That felt good. That was like right in my pocket. That was loud. That's loud and I love it. Okay, it is glaringly obvious that there's a ton more web on this glove, which is probably just due to the shape of the web itself. If we had the same exact web that this has, I think it'd be a little bit of a different story. Feels pretty dang good so far, wow. Okay, we're at a halfway point. Let's make a couple comments. So the web on this glove is just obviously very different than the Pro200, but because of that, it just has way more action going on. It's slinging back a lot more. It's not like bad necessarily. You can prevent that just by getting a different web. That's just something for you to know. When it comes to the glove itself, the heel here is very thinned out, whereas this one is standard and thick. To be honest, you guys, I've always been a little bit skeptical of this pattern. It just looks like it's made for youth, not because of the design or anything like that. It's really because of the shape of our index finger here. The index finger humps up and it makes it look like the ball is mainly being caught in the web and the top of the finger rather than where you should catch the ball, which is like right here. Now that I actually have the glove, what I'm realizing is I really like it. We're going again, but we're taking these two in the pinky to see if there's any difference. Boom. I would game this either way. Two in the pinky, traditional. Sometimes it's just day to day. You just kind of change your mind. I remember at one point I would game traditional, middle infield, and then go two in the pinky at third base. Why was that one so far to the side? Now, this is where I'm really curious because it felt so good traditional. Let's see how the 31 feels two in the pinky. Wow, you have very, 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 very little feel for that. kind of crazy how big of a difference this is. I don't even like doing this because it's making the web sling back so much. There, that was pocket. Still couldn't feel it, but it was pocket. Let's take one more. Here's what you gotta know. 2 in the pinky with the Pro 200, I still had feel. It was just clearly a little bit deeper. 2 in the pinky with this glove, the ball just disappears, okay? Even if it's directly in the pocket, no feel for it whatsoever. So yeah, that's like really comfortable. It doesn't hurt your hand at all. But realistically, you gotta have some kind of feel for the ball. It goes from being a great glove traditionally, and then you go 2 in the pinky, and I don't even wanna recommend it. Also, the sun is getting really bad. For an all leather glove, the 31 pattern is very comfortable, but the way it's shaped is making the ball go higher up into the index finger and up into the web. With that being said, that doesn't seem to be that big of a problem as long as you wear the glove traditional. Focus a ton on creating a nice pocket down here instead of letting it form up here. Guys, here's a little bit of a sneak peek. We are in Kansas City right now. I'm pumped for this video. It may or may not be us getting the budget list ready to go. We've been listening to you guys. You guys gave us suggestions. Now we're making it happen. All right, ready? I wasn't expecting to say some of the things I'm about to say. All right, this is the hop test. Let's go ahead and see what kind of feel these gloves have for the actual ball. One thing I know for certain, this Pro 200 has a much larger feel. The finger stalls, just everything about it, feels like it's always kind of falling off my hand. I have like super average size hands, by the way. I don't want to make any comments until I use both. They feel extremely similar and they're both hard to hide, so that makes sense. The feel on both of these gloves is super solid. They both have a little bit of feel while also keeping durability. I just can't help but notice how much more comfortable this glove feels to throw around, and I know exactly why. One small thing, the wrist on the 200 here is bigger, so this one's just a little bit tighter, but even the finger stalls are bigger on this glove, so whenever I'm making movements with my glove, it's slipping, sliding, and just making minor adjustments that don't help. This glove, on the other hand, snug, reminds me a lot of my comfort that I have with the Rev 1X. I feel like I can whip it around as much as I need to, and that cannot be slept on. This literally went from me thinking like, okay, this is gonna be a video about how this is not a very good Rawlings pattern, to me being like, should this be on, it's just so weird. Like now I'm considering it being on the glove list. To all you guys who show up every week to listen to me talk about gloves, you just rock. Thank you. Truth is, you guys, I'm really torn. When a glove is competing for the glove list, it's not easy to kick a glove off the list. Pro 200 is at the top. I absolutely love this thing, and it's because I think it's so universal. But here's our problem. Right now, I believe that this is the best glove that you can wear traditional. The downside is that you can't wear it 2 in the pinky, but everything else on it is just so good. I feel so confident. A lot of that has to do with the fact that it fits my hand well. So if you're somebody who likes Wilson's, likes a tighter fit glove, this is a huge thing to consider. Now let's observe the glove list. We have the Rawlings Pro 200, the Wilson 1786, and then the Rawlings Rev 1X. I like the Pro 200 at number 1 because it's so universal. The 1786 is just as universal, but I think it has slight less durability, therefore second place. And then there's the Rev 1X, which I think is just hands down the best glove you can get if you want to wear it 2 in the pinky and have just a slight flare to the glove. And now here I am, absolutely loving the 31 pattern when I thought I wouldn't like it to begin with. I think there absolutely has to be a part 2. The 1,000 catch test has to be in that video. Can the 31 pattern make it to the glove list? Right now, I simply just do not know.